What's going on, everyone? Live from the Sports Interaction Studio. It is coming in hotter with Ricky Bobby and Wade Wilson. What a game. They brought us to overtime. They entertained us. Jamie, how's it going today?
It is better than I thought it was going to be. That came down to the wire, and I thought we were in for a pity party, and here we are. This is just a party.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect anything of this game to actually work out, but finally the Sens have been kind of a theme our last couple of games, just showing some resilience and taking it to overtime for the win to the shootout for the win even, and then yeah, let's go. I'm kind of out of words because of this. It was I'm surprised. I'm surprised this time it came out with a win.
Well, it's a resilience. Yes, it's again what we spoke to you on Monday, and I know we've talked about way too much the Sens and their thing playing from behind, and I don't know who put it up. I'd look, but without hold on, maybe I can put these on over the mask. I have no idea. All right, here's the world's oldest Deadpool. They didn't lead at all through this game, and that's resilience. I mean, come on, that's phenomenal.
It's look, I mean, I hate them playing from behind, the cardiac Sens. I'm only 21 and I'm gonna start having heart problems, but yeah, if it works out for them, keep it going, I guess. I mean, I bet we're gonna get into it a little later, but I bet on a goal in the first 5 minutes, which I missed by 50 seconds. But again, giving up an early goal, but if they're able to come back from it with some big goals, some big plays, again, an ugly win, as a lot of people are talking about, but we take those.
But the thing about an ugly win is you have to remember, everybody, you just take out the ugly part and it's still a win.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the garbage goals. It's the getting in their face. And if that's what leads to resilience, if that's what leads to a win, I mean, we're still down our captain. We're still playing with the lineup. I know you and I talked about it, and I can hold off on the Spence being in for Matt and Paolo thing. We've got some thoughts about that. I'm sure they're going to come up in the chat when we start that one. But considering there's still a lot to figure out here, take the win.
Exactly. It was great, but let's get to what I talked about before the game. We'll get into our Sports Interaction segment, because this segment right here is brought to you by Sports Interaction, Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. Sports Interaction, Ontario only, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. So the three bets I had going on, we'll talk about the first one is Oli making some saves, over under 23.5 on this time. I smacked the over. Sen's been letting through a lot of shots in the last couple of games. And, this one felt really safe, and the odds felt a little higher than they should have been to me. So got it. And that one hit. Goal in first 5 minutes. We talked about it. 50 seconds before they disappointed me. Like, come on. I know I've had bad luck so far, but Sarangovic, you owe me a couple bucks because you couldn't have just done that a little earlier. Like, come on, man.
Well, you can spare
it. I hope so. And then Nick Cousins or Mackenzie Weegar to score a goal. That is actually a feature I do really like with Sports Interaction. They're the only sports book, at least that I know of, that allows you to bet on a goal score or another one. And Nick Cousins been on a tear. I kind of had to throw in that I started to believe in poor Cuz playing on the first line, because he's got 2 goals in the last 2 games, so might as well work. And then Mackenzie Weegar, Ottawa boy, CCHL veteran, and although he played for the rivals of my beloved junior Ottawa Junior Senators, the Nepean Raiders, I got to show some respect for a guy that played Junior A here in Ottawa and then went back. So yeah, and then looking ahead, we got a Saturday game against the Montreal Canadiens. Ullmark hopefully starting, and yeah, I'm looking at those. If Spence plays again, I'm looking at some shooting props. I'm looking at some points props for him, because he's on a tear right now, and he looked amazing today. But really, that's all I really have to say on the betting segment because,
I gotta say though,
these
if you are looking forward to Saturday, I agree 100% with the Allmark thing. I don't know why you wouldn't go with him. And for anybody, if you're looking to put some money on that, he got better and better. He stood
he
up
did.
taller. He was coming out a little further to challenge on just about every shot. I'd be looking at him if you're looking to put some save bets down. I think he's gonna stand tall, knowing full well that he's got Sunday through Wednesday off after
Yes.
hard battle on Saturday night.
He's the type of guy who, if he starts a season slow, he will get better and he will redeem himself. But we're gonna cut this away and we'll head to the actual talk on the game. So every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet live odds on every play with easy deposits and payouts. Go to sportsinteraction.com/coming in hot to open an account. Ontario only, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. So let's get into the lineup changes because something was bound to happen after that Chicago game. Not as much happened as I thought. Spence coming in for Matt and Paolo. You also saw that coming, correct?
I saw Spence coming in, and Matt and Paolo is the obvious choice. The money is there. I just don't understand why it has to be that, and I'm guessing it's the money. I got to be honest. I don't see why we're not giving Jensen a break here. I just think that, there was some talk. I can't remember where it was the other day, but somebody mentioned how long Patty Kane was out after he had the exact same surgery that Nick Jensen's had. And now Nick Jensen is older than Patty Kane was when he went through it and back sooner. And we've got somebody in Jordan Spence who can come in and play that same similar type of game. Not to mention that Clevin and Matt and Paolo are just the best shutdown pair we have.
Probably the best shutdown pair in the league, I'll throw in.
They're
Also,
two big pylons, but I mean that in the most respectful way. They're not pylons and that guys are skating around them. They're not overthinking anything. They're getting the crisp pass out and they're standing their ground. And I love that.
Ryan, okay,
Yeah.
you're getting into you're getting noticed here. Jensen
That's a
out,
bold move.
Yakimchuk in.
That's a bold move, dude. I
Oh
don't
my
hate it,
goodness.
but that's more of the same, isn't it?
I mean, come on, we already got an extra guy. Now you're gonna throw in an extra guy in the into the situation. Like, oh man, like it's let's
I don't hate it.
let's figure out our 7 guys before we add an 8th. I don't hate it. I'd love to see Yakimchuk. I don't know. I actually haven't checked up on him how he's doing.
I have
In his
Yeah,
first
don't look
season
at
in
me.
the pros, but I mean,
This is driving me nuts. Sorry.
yeah, I don't like. I've also been looking in the chat. Everyone's loving your costume. No one's mentioned mine, so I'm.
You mean my
oh.
son's costume, and thank you very much. Was I wearing a 9-year-old's Deadpool mask? Yes, I was. I think a guy like Yakimchuk, he's not going to learn anything up here. I love the idea, and Ryan, you're right. Would it be funny? Would it be a lot of fun to put him in there? Save for injuries. I say save him for injuries. Like that's.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sure he'll see some kind of something this year, but 2 goals, 2 assists in 6 games. There it is for Yakimchuk in the in the AHL right now.
Really
So
good.
he's doing well.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people probably going back to Clevin, Matt, and Paolo for the Habs game. I agree with that, but I'm putting Spence in Jensen's place if I'm in control. Because
really Montreal,
you have to assume McDermott is coming in. You have to assume
okay.
that Clevin, Matt, and Paolo pair better be Shabbat and Spence give Jensen a night off. Justin's reading my mind. That's a couple times now. Justin's been reading my mind on these episodes. So man, I love this guy. Get him a mug before you give me one.
That's fair. Yep. Mugs for everybody. Hear that? Mugs for everybody.
Yeah, seriously. We should start our own, coming in hotter mugs because Wally refuses to get me one. He can't even get one to Carter Hutton. You're not. You haven't even gotten one.
No, I got. I found this in my cupboard, so I'll think of some mugs. I'll find a guy.
But yeah, no, like again, Justin. Of course, he's got a mug. Of course you do.
I got a mug. Yeah. Okay, Justin.
Everyone but Cody. Everyone but Cody. Uh, but yeah, getting back to Spence, he's the type. He's the type of guy. He's not. He didn't miss the last couple games because he was bad. He missed the last couple games just because he didn't have a spot. But
Mhm.
now that Jensen, he didn't get a bad game. I didn't like him on the Kadri goal, and I'm gonna use the same kind of the same kind of phrase I'm gonna use to describe Allmark's game. He played good, not great, and sorry, he because all let's go with Allmark first. He's an $8 million goalie right now. Not playing. He's playing like a respectable starter, not playing like
Mhm.
this. That the star we expect him to be playing as.
Mhm.
Same thing with Jensen. He's playing really good for a second pairing defenseman with Shabbat, but he's not playing the same way he played last year. He's not playing the way we expect him to play, and he's not really playing the way the Sens need him to play if we're going to be better than last year. That's the way I see it.
Well, another way to look at it too is Jensen is what we needed. Not saying what we don't need him right now, but we needed an older veteran on D. When he came here, he was the perfect fit. I think we need to play Spence a little more, get him those reps because, to your point, yeah, he played good, not great, but he hasn't played. So it's not that easy to just dive right in. It is the pros, and they should be ready and all those things. But if we're going to give Spence the opportunity to, I'll go so far as to say it, replace Jensen maybe at the end of the year, or I can't remember the contract situations off the top of my head. But if that could be the case, then what's wrong with giving him that equal playing time while also getting back to the point, giving Jensen some time to get better, to feel better, to rest up a little bit, especially if it means taking him out on a Saturday and getting him what would now represent an entire week off. That's awesome. I think, Sean, yeah, that's where I come in to agree
I
with
really like that.
Cody's point about Spence. He is better matched for Montreal. They're a bunch of little water bugs, those guys, and they are super fast. They're punching way above their weight right now. So go for it. Put them in.
Yeah. Sorry, if you want to put Sean's comment back up, but I did want to add this is Jensen's last contract year, so that's
That's what I
yeah,
thought.
that's why I like giving Spence some reps because I brought it up with Wally when we were talking about Zetterland. He might not have a spot in the top 6 now, but once those Giroux, Perron type guys either start regressing or maybe retiring or moving on, that guy's going to have a role, and why not just get him on the team early? But yes, Sean, Spence brings speed to that defensive core that is going to be needed against Montreal, and the whole physicality argument. You have other guys that can do that. That's what I'm going with.
Well, and
So yes,
Brian's bringing up a good point in the chat here too. Yes, of course, Montreal is going to be a physical game. It's the first game where we're back in their barn. We've got McDermott. They're going to have Jekaj. All these things are going to happen. I don't think that discounts a smaller puck moving defenseman like Spence. I don't think that means you have to, because if you don't play him based on that, you're scared. That's the only read I get from that.
if you don't play him based on that, there's a lot of guys in the NHL that can't play.
That's a good point.
Like, I'm sorry, it's not the NHL of the old days where everyone needs to be able to hit and fight. It's just not. And even yeah. So
I'm excited for Saturday though. All these little storylines, and I mean, it adds a
love
lot
playing
to the
odds.
sports interactions, the sports books and casino betting lines that we were talking about. There's a lot to go on. Yeah, there's another one if you want to have some fun with it. If you're looking at your numbers, McDermott and Jekaj, what are the odds there? Come on.
Well, it's gonna happen. Like I'm not even gonna say it's gonna happen. That's all I gotta say.
100%.
Let's get to the game now. the part we're actually supposed to be talking about.
It's the post-game show. Yeah.
Sens just won a game.
Yeah.
What was your big moment? Because we had a very similar idea on what our big moment of the game was.
Since I get to go first, I'm gonna take it. It's Zub. His goal, it sparked them. I realized they went down by another goal, but I just think that this goal provided the spark that they'd never really let go of, even though they went down by that pretty fluky goal on Sanderson's point that we'll get to after. But that's it, 100%. That goal right there. I mean, as you can tell, I am a fan, and anytime I get to yell Zoob, I'm into it.
I was gonna say a fan of who? Artem Zoo. Sorry.
Zoob! Oh yeah, me and my son. Every chance we get, you're screaming Zoob at the TV.
I love it. It's the Sens chant. It's the Sens chant.
It's a rally cry. It's great.
Yeah, and I don't think any really other like I don't think any other team has this kind of chant around their star offensive defenseman.
They try, but they don't. How about you though? What was that spark on your end?
So I was gonna say I agree with you on that 100%, but going back to the whole theme of this team is tight knit, they're able to overcome. I'm gonna go with the first Lars Eller goal because when the way the team reacted to a guy getting his first goal as an Ottawa Senator, I think right then and there, there was something special in the way they played the game, because although going into intermission, it was discouraging to play with the from behind, but
sure,
after that Eller goal, it didn't feel like the Chicago game going into intermission where, oh God, this game's not going well. Like, even though we're down by a goal, it felt winnable. And one, obviously being down by only one is the obvious one, but guy coming in, scoring his first goal with the team on a guy who just seems to be so beloved by the players, the new guy on the team, but that's been around the NHL for so long. To me, that was the big goal because of the mood it brought in also.
I couldn't agree more. And I think there was a lot to his goal as well. I don't know how far before the play we have on the video that just played there, but on the blue line, as the puck is coming out of the Sens zone, seeing the work that Pinto put into getting to blocking, I think it might have been Huberdeau, I'm not sure, but he turns his body, allows the puck to go past him, and then still beats an already moving forward to make that play. I mean, it's Eller who there it is right there. And that is so strong. It is so smart. And I think it just plays into exactly not just how nice it is to see Eller get a goal, but the influence he's having on a guy like Pinto, because that's a smart play. That's a very strong, very smart play.
Yeah, he's a good player, and he's been in the NHL for a while. For a guy who, and I mean, I don't blame anyone who said it because I was saying it too, guy who's the only one with a really guaranteed, spot in the depth chart as that fourth line center. For a guy who's able to make those kinds of plays, that's great depth. I'm just going back to it. I love it. It's great. And yes, thank you, Zed and Darren, correcting us. It is his second goal, but yes, but
that is true. So I put some respect on the Danish. I think it'd be really interesting to see what would happen. I mean, what a great opportunity for Eller, or however you look at it. Great problem to have either way. If the two of them really did start coming into having some kind of chemistry, well, now you've got your fourth line veteran center playing with your potential first. These are two guys that I would put on any penalty kill anytime. And just let that chemistry grow and let it happen any chance you get, because you're not going to get a lot of those opportunities to have them on the ice at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool to watch how that grow. I'm, as you can tell, or if you haven't figured it out yet, massive Shane Pinto fan. So anything weird, eh? It's just anything where you can see his growth, and there was an episode on Coming in Hot where the title was "He's gonna get paid." He's going to be paid. I just hope he gets paid here.
Yes, yeah, it's fingers crossed. But we love the guy. We love the guy. Also, real quick on Eller before we move on, Sens are completely dominating the NHL in playoffs. and I know Stützle is leading the lead, and he's, the big conversation.
Hmm.
Eller too. He's probably the reason that team average stays up, right? Because I
Well, he
I
knows how to
I
draw a penalty.
yeah, I'd get a fact check on that, but I think the Sens have been leaders in playoff percentage for every game so far this season, and that plays with yeah, sorry, not playoffs, face-offs. Uh, the chat's just calling me out all day today. Uh, but yes, the Sens just being so good on face-offs, that's the type of thing that all centers plus some wingers have to be brought in. And, just in general, bringing in Eller, having that mentorship along with Giroux. Yeah, Big J was actually foreshadowing the
Hmm.
playoffs. That was totally not a mistake. Thank you very much.
And there's nothing wrong with it. You keep going.
But no, it was great. I mean, I'm looking at the stats right now. Pinto total of 69% in the faceoff dot. Very
Yeah.
nice. Sorry, scrolling. Dylan Cousins 50%. Can't complain. Claude Giroux 82%. Stud. Really Greg took some faceoffs.
Mhm.
70%. And Lars Eller 78%.
Dude, we got a team where it does not matter if they get kicked out of the dot.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
they're like, hey, get out. Okay, see you later. I'm gonna win this anyway. It does I mean, Stützle is first in the league in faceoffs right now, I think. Or he
At
went into the
six,
game.
7%.
What does it
6,
mean?
7.
But that's it, it's something very, very special. And I don't know, is it having Ellers and Giroux and Jensen's and people like this around that are finally preaching the playing their game. The first two comments of our chat tonight were they stuck to the basics, their system, whatever you want to call it. Is it Jacques Martin from his is it Green? Whatever it is, it's working. And
Yeah.
these insignificant stats on their own, they come together and they make massive differences. And I think tonight's a perfect example of that. 66% face-off percentage team across the team in the game that they did not lead once in. That's pretty incredible.
What percent?
67.
6. Sorry. Oh God, I could see our viewership just dropping off right
This is
after.
what I get for wearing my 9-year-old's Deadpool mask. So there we go. He'll be very happy I brought that up when he watches the pod tomorrow. One thing I think we need to bring this up too from the game tonight, and I realize he got the third goal, so feel free to jump all over me, chat. What an odd game for Jake Sanderson.
Yes, I was looking at. I was going to transition to the kind of negatives, but yeah, go ahead. It's a weird game from him.
There was. I mean, the Kadri goal. Where were you going? What were you doing? What a needless attempt at whatever that was. And it's just so everybody, he's human. There it is. We have learned that Jake Sanderson is human.
Yeah.
I mean, what a goal. I mean, good for you, Nazem Kadri. And I'm saying that solely based on the fact that we won the game.
Hey, he's popping off the season, though. It's
kind
of unexpected, but we should have expected it because he is a great player. Again, we're not going to blame solely Sanderson on that goal.
No.
Jensen, I didn't like his play. Kind of just, I saw he tried to get in the way of that pass, but come on. He tried. Giroux kind of just playing from the end of his stick. So rare mistakes from the three guys there, like probably are, two of our three best defensive players.
100%.
But yeah, mistakes will happen. And kind of this theme of the played good, not great this game, but then totally made up for it by tying the game up in the third. So we will erase the last 2 minutes of everything we've just said. Everybody just purge that from your memory.
I think it's like Sean says here in the chat, he is still the best defenseman on the team by a wide margin.
Yeah.
And we said this on Monday. It gets brought up a lot. People are starting to notice one of the best in the league by far, And
absolutely.
Just real quick, was that a Duff Man costume I just saw? Yes, Jake. My man.
What a legend.
That's
my goodness.
gold. Oh, that's so good. And
Yeah.
like, just look over his left shoulder too. What is that costume staring at that? They know the camera's on them. It's like the whatever. This was a great. Anybody in the chat, you start putting in your favorite costumes too, because that's phenomenal. Good for them.
It's amazing. We'll get into more Halloween stuff a little later. But yeah, and also the thing making Sanderson's, not great play, not such a bad thing. We got another guy playing right behind him, Shabbat, who can fill those gaps in Sanderson's game whenever they do appear, which they rarely do. But Shabbat had a really good game,
He did.
which negated Sanderson's bad game, which I'm A-okay with. Especially they talked about it on the broadcast. Shabbat not having to play a bazillion minutes a night just makes us realize that he is playing pretty much to his full potential. And
the poor guy's been the heel for the last 8 years.
Yes.
He's and everybody says, "Oh, it was Brady's team because he's been here longer than Brady." First of all, and people, I don't know if you watched the Brady episode on the I can't remember the name of the series.
Face Off Inside the NHL on Amazon.
And he takes a lot of the heat on him, but yeah, like, and myself included. I'm not going to say things that I didn't say. I've taken it out on Shabbat a lot too, but ever since, for whether it's Sanderson, whether it was Zub stepping up, for the moves we've made over the last 3 years to get him down from the 24, 25, 26 minutes a night, he's only gotten better.
He started off his career playing with Nikita Zaitsev. I was a lowly high schooler in those days, entering high school.
We don't talk about that.
And the Sens the Sens winning was a wish, and that was it. And then we're back at it. Justin, going back into the chat real quick. Timmy needs a new stick. He's been following. He doesn't need a new stick. He just learned how to. He just learned how to tape a stick, one step at a time.
Ish.
Yeah, I didn't. This game specifically, I didn't really see him specifically fumbling the puck, but he didn't really.
That
stand
man was
out.
on a mission tonight.
He was, oh man, I wish I had tagged the part of the game and wrote it down, but I could see him. He was coming down on a 2-on-1 with Batherson, and the defender was just taking Batherson, just backing up and taking Batherson.
Yep.
And then I see Timmy just turn his stick, fully facing Batherson, and whoever the defenseman was covering him, when he had wide open lane to the net.
Yeah.
I got up, screamed at the TV, "What the hell are you doing?"
He's doing it again.
And then at the last second, we saw the gears turning in his head. Oh yeah, I can do that. I can just send it towards. I can just send it towards the net.
Just shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. Everybody knows you're going to go for the team. The team discount, not discount, you're going to be a good company man. And even on that play where he went forehand to backhand and just got his stick lifted at the last moment, which happened in Chicago a couple of times as well, I think, the guy deserved about 4 points tonight. He was everywhere. He drew the penalty that got us out of the second or third in the second, sorry. And he's playing so well in every aspect of the game. I don't know if he's doubting himself or if he's just, I don't know.
I think it's just a learning curve. We forget the guy's 23 years old.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's the way I see it. This team's so young, but it feels like a team full of veterans just because of the way they play. Guy 98, we're the same age. Let's go, buddy.
There you go.
Let's go. I'm not the only young guy, because I saw a couple comments the other time on social media saying, "What the heck is this kid doing?" But yeah, speaking of drawing penalties, Sens still first in the league in penalties drawn, with what I think still is the leading power play in the league. However, that same power play went over 4 tonight.
We don't need. This is a
I
happy
mean,
place, buddy. All right.
well, I mean, I want to get the negatives, get through the
No,
negatives,
you're.
but
It's not
I,
going to. We're not going to go all season with the number one power play. We're not going to. But
okay. But did it look? It didn't look bad. That's what I meant to say. That's what I was going with. So the power play didn't score, didn't love it at times. Calgary did play really well on the PK, but come on, get at least one of them in.
I think it comes down to, as good as we are on the power play, it's not predictability, or I don't think so at least. We are easily challenged. And I think that's sort of the book on this team. On the people know that they do a tic-tac-toe and put it in the back of the net? Yes. Will they? Yeah. Yes. If you challenge the blue line, or if you challenge the man in the high slot, and take away the pass down low, I think it crumbles pretty fast. And I don't know why. I mean, it clearly, mine is a moot point already, because again, even if they're not number one at this exact moment, they were recently. So we're nitpicking nothing.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. We're currently second behind Minnesota. Minnesota has 31.8. Ottawa has 31.7.
Damn it, Minnesota.
I'm gonna keep calling it the first power play. just cause. Come on. Well,
Minnesota. Come on.
You round it out, it's the same. But yeah, I agree. It's with sorry, was it Justin getting in there saying, yes, it was. Dude, do you want to get on the pod one day? Yeah, we're missing Brady on the power play one, and he does play that, versatile both net front and shooting game that not a lot of guys can recreate. Because at the beginning of last year, I think Brady Tkachuk was put on like a shooting position where, in the previous year he had been put always in front of the net, always in that bumper spot, because he's 6'4" and Brady Tkachuk. But yeah, there's not a lot of guys that can do well. There's no guys in the league, let alone on the team, that can do both as well as he does. So that power play did have to do a lot of adapting when he went out. And that's kind of what we're seeing. Maybe they're just not used to it. Maybe they want to get, always working on that extra passing play to get that net open, which, I felt like they were already doing a good job at when Brady was on the ice. But it's not a problem I'm worried about in the future, right? It'll figure itself out when we're still second in the league technically. So,
well, and I think that what they did there is they said to Brady, why don't you slide out of the bumper when you see the pass go below the red line? And if it's below the goal line and you slide off a bumper, as let me make sure here, somebody has pointed out, Brian saying, yeah, he has a heavy shot. So if he can glide back 3 feet and get a full swing in from point blank range, but you just said the biggest word that I think it sounds ridiculous to say to the number 1 or 2 power play in the league. They need to adapt. They need to try something. And maybe it's just something as small as your moose on skates sliding out a bumper and taking a shot every now and then. And that's a great idea. And it is an art. Brian is right.
Yeah. Screening the goalie is an art. When Brady is back, Sanderson and Timmy shots will be lethal. Can't wait.
Oh, the number one thing about Brady being off, no matter what happened with the stats and anything else, the number one thing about Brady being hurt is keep the ship afloat. The better you do, the better. I mean, that's sports in a nutshell. But
no,
if he can come back to riding a wave, amazing.
Exactly. Sens are still at 500 for now. That's all they need before they get Brady back. Boom. It's that simple. That covers up our big subjects, but obviously you were wearing the Deadpool mask. I'm wearing my Ricky Bobby thing. People loved your Deadpool mask. People haven't said anything about my Ricky Bobby thing. That's fine. I'll just go cry right after the show.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
That's fine. Instead of being excited about winning a race, I'm sad that no one's mentioning my costume. But we're not the only ones wearing costumes. Sens had their Halloween night, which I love. If you're not going to get a game on Halloween, you have to have some kind of celebration for spooky season. And thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
There
You're
you go.
You're the first one getting a coming in hotter mug.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. But yeah, that's just ornithologist. Same thing. I completely butchered that pronunciation. That's a big word for me. I had a
He likes
I just
birds.
he,
You know, who doesn't
dude
like
who likes
birds?
birds.
Like,
But
change your name
yeah.
immediately.
I thought you wore that all the time. Oh my god, I love it. Uh, just because you
Yeah.
said that, I'm gonna start wearing it all the time now.
Yeah. Oh my God, please do that.
But yeah, you had your picks for the best costume of the night, didn't you?
I sure did. And I think,
It
Duffman
wasn't the
came
Duff
close.
guy. It
It
wasn't the
wasn't
Duff
the Duff guy. Duffman says a lot of things. No, it's I think it's always great because there's one person who puts the thought in beforehand to go into a crowd and to be that person. And this my choice for costume of the night goes to a man named Jordan, who he sent a selfie into the show that we could share. And if anybody spotted him, make sure you point it out in the chat here, because I'd like to know how many people were able to find Waldo. I mean, it's you got there pretty
Great.
early considering how low it is, but yeah, that was a good costume. And I think it's the details that'll win you anything, right? And the glasses, come on, well done, Jordan. That's
Is that
awesome.
like some kind of special order? Or
I don't, but it's like the scarf, the hat, the shirt, everything. And I need to, I think, you know what, if Jordan, if you're listening, I think you need to put in there where you got that, because that's not a Spirit Halloween costume right there.
No, yeah. I love it. It's putting in all the work. Getting in the true spirit. And I'm a big Halloween guy. I love it when these teams do something special. They got to do something special for every holiday, but Halloween is that one extra one where it's just like, oh
No,
jeez.
you didn't.
Oh
There was
my
a
goodness,
sexy
Big J.
Flanders. Yes, that's amazing.
Man, I love Halloween. Man,
It's so good.
I love
It's
it.
good. And
I
you know what the
can't.
best part about Halloween this year? Game 6, baby. Right? We're watching. You're watching. You stayed up
course.
till 3 in the morning on Monday,
I
Tuesday.
know, and
So clearly you're watching.
I said I said what I said what I said. I don't regret it. I totally regret it. I don't regret it because I had
3 in the
school the
morning.
next. Sorry?
3 in the morning, you doesn't regret it. Tuesday morning, you hate you.
Yeah, exactly. No, but man, what a game to watch. Real quick though, I can't wait for the Sens Halloween party costume to come out because I always love those pictures. But yeah, man, do you think they get it done tomorrow night?
Oh, they have to.
They have
I'm
to.
not going to say one way or the other because, I often have the wrong effect. I think if they don't, there's that seed of doubt.
Yeah.
And if they do, I'll place one prop bet that we can call it if you want. If they win tomorrow night, we will see the largest ever party in Canada.
Oh, 100%. Is this
Like
bigger than
that?
it might
Yeah.
be bigger than the Raptors? Because
Yeah. Oh God.
I mean, in my lifetime I've never seen a team win the Stanley Cup in Canada. And for once that it's a team that I'm actually cheering for, I'm not a big basketball guy. If I am, I'm a Celtics fans. I'm sorry,
okay.
everyone.
That's
I
okay.
think the podcast might lose followers there. But no, for me, especially seeing a team that I actually do enjoy watching, that I'm actually a fan of win a championship, and I'm not cheering for just because they're the Canadian team. And Big J, first of all, thank you for calling him out because I am gonna say Blue Jays win tomorrow. Their odds are against them on Sports Interactive now that I'm checking out. 2.20 for them to win. So
that's solely because of Yamamoto. And if they can solve him, then you're damn right they're going to win. That's 100%.
And Justin saying he's going to be busy tomorrow handing out candy and apples. First off, if you're the type of guy that hands out apples on Halloween night, come on.
Don't be that guy.
Come on.
No, don't be that guy. I should point out too, though, if you are looking to put those bets, Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino, that's where you got to go. I mean, it is Canada's homegrown betting app. This is Canada's team. These two things just make sense, I think, right?
It does. It does. Um, but yeah, Justin, you might be busy handing out candies and not healthy things.
Don't do it.
You got till 8 o'clock to do it. You get till 8 o'clock to do it. 8 o'clock, lights go out, TV comes on, boom. That's what I'm doing. Okay, never mind. I get your comment now.
We'll leave that one there.
Frank, I love it.
Okay, Frank, are you putting grapes in the Ferrero Rocher wrapper, or are you putting Brussels sprouts in the Ferrero Rocher wrapper? Because if you're gonna do that, you got to fully commit. But I do like that. Just make sure if you're gonna put a gag candy in there, bury it real far in so they don't have any chance of remembering which house it was that did it.
Yeah. But yeah, Blue Jays got it once everyone turns off their lights at sorry.
Yeah. 8:08. There is no chance anybody's getting candy after 8:08 tomorrow.
No. So yeah, there you go. And right after that, next day we'll be back here, me and you, Jameson, talking about the Sens Habs game. Do you got anything special prediction wise for me there? Because
well, I'm gonna say it's gonna be McDermott and Jekaj. I'm gonna make a prediction. They're gonna get it out of the way early. They have to. I mean, this is going to be a game. It matters this time of year. They're making up the points that they're going to need to do their best and not regret it come March, come April, come, if Montreal is somehow still in the hunt for a playoff spot at the end of this regular season. Yeah, McDermott and Jekaj, that's going to be a really fun prediction for Saturday night. So I think we're going to be in for a lot of fun. This entire show will be very different if they don't kick it off. I think a lot of people chiming in the chat there. And, that would be amazing. If Cody comes back in a Deadpool mask, dude who likes birds. Yes, you did. Anybody who, I wish I had a mug to give you right now. You would be the first recipient of this show's mug just for changing your name on a whim like that. From ornithologist to dude who likes birds. I salute you, friend. That is phenomenal right there. It's going to be a great game on Saturday. Don't forget, as Cody and I did mention there, it's the last game before a week today. So get in your Sens action. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed that come from behind shootout win the Sens had tonight. That was a hell of a game to watch. I had a lot of fun. I know Cody did as well. As we say goodnight to this one, build your bet with same game parlays. Sports Interaction brings you closer to the action with real-time betting. Bet while the action unfolds. It is a trusted Canadian brand since 1997. This is coming in hotter. Thank you so much for joining us, and have yourself an awesome night. As always, go Sens, go.
Thanks for tuning in to Coming In Hot. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to never miss an episode.